Hey, we're back. How are you? Nice to meet you. It's the Fantasy Football Avengers. Uh, we're working through daylight savings time. This is crazy. Well, we're gonna talk to you about the Thursday night game. We're gonna start. We get you some starts and sits. We're gonna pull out some Q&A. We're gonna call our shots. Garfield's gonna give us his kick of the week. We're gonna give you I guess a couple sleepers in week 9. We all know your waiver wire is barren at this point. But we're gonna try to identify some guys that you can play. But before we get anything started, you know how we gotta do. We gotta get this party started with the intro. So let's hit it right.
You're now about to witness the strength of fantasy football knowledge.
Welcome to the Fantasy Football Avengers podcast, starring Kyle Shanahan's, Boulevard, GQ, and GI16. And now, here's the boys.
Ew. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. I don't think Garfield was a little bit pissed about that one because he's already up and looks like he's ready to do cat things at 1:15 in the morning because that's what cats do. This is the time that cats do cat shit. Anyway, we are back. We are back. As my boy from New Orleans goes, what's happening? Let's start off by telling you guys, let's talk about this game on Thursday night, which we did identify as a trap game for the Houston Texans. Boulevard definitely called it, and we kind of agreed with him because it was a possibility. But I'm in a lot of football groups, and I'm seeing a lot of Houston Texans fans talking about how trash that Houston Texans offensive line is. So any team with a decent D line can get a good game out of the Houston Texans. Um, CJ Stroud had another down game. I'm seeing a lot of CJ Stroud being dropped in fantasy football right now. A lot of it. A lot of people are dropping CJ
In
Stroud
all leagues. I dropped
in
his ass.
all in all leagues. I'm seeing not just from you, but from a lot of people who had CJ Stroud as their quarterback. Honestly, in the leagues that I have CJ Stroud in, I don't think he's touching my starting lineup. Him and Mahomes will probably not touch my starting lineups for the rest of the year.
Oh, Jordan Love is another one. He's about to be on that 86.
Yeah, Jordan Love is another one that probably, if I had Jordan Love, I probably would not be starting Jordan Love. I'm taking my chances. I'm taking my chances with Joe Flacco, Brock Purdy, Jameis Winston for the rest of the year over
Matt
those three
Stafford,
guys.
Tua.
I'm only taking my chances with Matt Stafford if Puka is playing. If Puka and Cooper are playing, I'm taking my
Which they
chances with Matt
are.
Stafford.
They're both playing this week again.
Hey, I'm taking my chances with Baker Mayfield over these guys
If he
because
was available, I would definitely jump on him.
Baker is cooking this year. The team ain't looking good, but fantasy football wise, Baker is cooking. Aaron Rodgers
Yes.
had a game, and we called it. We called it. This was going to be Devontae Adams' breakout game with the Jets. We called it, and it happened. And it happened.
I only missed one touchdown. I said he would have 3 touchdowns, right? Adam, Rodgers. He
He
didn't
did.
throw. He didn't throw anything to Brees, but everybody else
He
got
didn't throw.
touchdowns.
He didn't throw anything to Brees, but he still got his 3.
Yeah, he still got his 3.
Yeah, he
I
still got
called
his
that.
3.
I called the 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And the
Uh,
yards.
the touchdown catch of the year, Garrett Wilson.
It's
Now,
the leading candidate.
do you think this is the spark that gets the Jets started?
No,
You don't think so?
no.
Okay.
I agree
We gotta
with
see.
what I agree with some of the pundits what they said where their schedule's too tough, and that team could run the table, but
It
will
could.
they run the table?
They
But
have
will they
the
run the
talent.
table?
They have the talent to run the table. We've seen Aaron Rodgers run the table with lesser offenses. We've seen that. We've seen Tom Brady run the table with an offense similar to what Rodgers has. Similar, except Brady had a little more. He had a little more weapons. I think you went out.
No, I'm here.
Now you're back. Now you're back. Okay.
I was just
I
thinking
think.
for Mike.
I think. It's a possibility. Would I bet on it? No, I wouldn't bet on it. But if it happened, I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm upset with Houston. How you you make a field goal, you get a penalty, you accept the penalty, you go down the field about another 20 yards, don't score a touchdown, kick another field goal, but this time you miss it. So for that, you should have just stayed with the points.
Yeah.
That
Just
offensive
quick
line
points.
is so putrid. It only blocks for Joe Mixon, but not for their quarterback.
Mhm.
But the minute they get into a passing, because Mixon went for 120 something, but the minute they get into a passing, anytime they have to pass, Stroud is seeing like 4 or 5 people right here.
Yeah, I heard that. I didn't really go through the stats for the defense, but Jets defense put up a really good game. So I heard that he got sacked like 7 times.
But
So
even if he didn't get sacked, it was the pressures were there. It
yeah,
was endless pressures. It was embarrassing. Honestly,
I,
it really was.
I know
Like
one
D'Amico
thing.
Ryan was looking confused on the sideline. Like,
I know one thing. That's going to be a juicy matchup for the 49ers defensive line, especially if we get another defensive end. That's going to be a juicy matchup right there for us.
cool. Houston,
Yes.
we don't play them this year, but
Hold on. That's right. We don't play them this year. Why did I thought we played them this year?
no, it's next year. I'm going to that game, as a matter of fact, next year.
I might go with you. It's in Houston or is it in San Fran?
No, it's in Houston. It's in Houston. I want to go. So bad.
I might go to that. I need to go back.
I'm
I want to
already
go back.
I'm already
I wanna go
planning
back to
Houston and Indy for next year.
Yeah, I want to go back to Houston. I went to Houston over the summer with my daughter for her birthday.
Yes,
So,
I remember.
yeah,
Houston,
so
beautiful.
I definitely might. Well, yeah, Houston is beautiful. It's hot. It's just hot as hell
It's
in
Texas.
the summertime. Yes,
It's Texas in the summer.
yeah. That's why I wouldn't go. Unless I'm celebrating with somebody, I'm not going to Texas in the summer. I'm not going to
Florida.
No, I can go to Florida in the summer. That's not that bad. I went to Florida over the summer for my other daughter. She had a dance recital, so I went there to support her over the summer. But Nevada, I'm not going to Nevada in the summer, and I'm not going to Arizona in the summer. I'm good. Because if I go, everywhere I go better have AC. I'm staying in a hotel. If I go anywhere, it better have AC. I'm not dealing with that kind of heat.
I don't blame you.
Damn hell heat. I ain't dealing with it.
I don't blame you. But no, this game was at best putrid. Putrid at best.
Yeah.
I watched the majority of the game. It was horrific.
Yeah.
It was horrific.
I don't know why I thought we were playing Houston this year, but I started thinking to myself, like, yo, that's gonna be a tough game if we have to play them. I'm looking at their team now, I'm like, yeah, I want to play them now. I want to play them now.
I was looking forward to the Dallas Houston game this year. Now I'm not looking forward to it at all.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I feel like the Texans are gonna win because they have the better running back, and they can run all over the Cowboys. So
And Nico Collins should be back by then.
Yeah,
but
Nico should be back by then.
even then,
Even still, even if Nico is back, if Stroud don't have the time to get the ball out of his hands to his playmakers, what good is that gonna do?
now I am mad about one thing about this game. I benched him in almost every league but one because I was forced to start him in one.
Thank Dell.
And motherfucking Dell.
Yeah, I think I played Tank Dell. I said I was going to bench Tank Dell, but I got lazy and just did not bench Tank Dell, and I played him everywhere I had him. Almost, I think I played him everywhere I had him, and I go look at my scores, and I'm like, oh, whew, I actually played him. Okay, cool. But this is what he should have been doing. This is what he should have been doing.
It should
You
not
don't.
take Diggs' injury and Nico's injury for him to get this kind of run.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought that him and Stroud had some kind of connection from last year, and I thought that was going to carry over to this year. But it seems like that offense is kind of convoluted. So
I'm not gonna say it's Stroud's fault like you said earlier, because I can be a what's the saying?
you could be a what?
A witness of the time.
Uh-huh.
I forgot the
You,
saying,
t-
but
you talking about you said a witness, a victim,
yeah,
time
victim
thing.
of the time. Yeah, victim of the
Yeah,
time. Where I
yeah.
could say, is he really worth? It is Stroud a part of that Ohio State quarterback group that just ain't gonna be good in football? I'm not gonna say that right now because
Nah,
I really believe it's the line, not him.
because I
But
mean
good
they still have a
God.
winning record.
Yeah, but good God, that
Yeah, they
line is
still have a
god
yeah,
awful.
yeah. Maybe they should be trading for linemen instead of wide receivers.
Well, they do need a wide receiver, but shoot, if the Jags are giving away linemen like they are, find the team.
Yeah,
Find
yeah.
the team.
Well,
The Giants, maybe.
I
I
was
don't
hoping
know.
that I was hope if they was because it's hard. It's hard to find a team that's going to trade linemen during the season. And
Offensive
I'm
lineman.
like,
Offensive lineman,
right,
yeah.
like, and I'm like, if the Jags were giving away offensive linemen, why weren't we in on that? Because we still need an upgrade over this Colton McKivitz guy.
Cam Robinson.
Would have been an upgrade over Colton McKivitz.
And they could have went back to left tackle once this guy left.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that was probably something, or maybe Shanahan likes Colton McKivitz, or I don't know what the plan is, but the plan needs to be better. The
Listen,
plan needs to be better because now Colton McKivitz is sticking out like a sore thumb on that
at,
offensive line.
at this current moment, I'm gonna say it this way: your coach. 'Cause I'm not claiming him this week. Your coach needs to stop trying to reinvent the wheel.
I agree,
Because I said it the
but
whole game last week against Dallas. It took the second half for us to get to 50 carries for the game. We should have had 35 in each half. The Cowboys couldn't stop the run. They can't stop a nosebleed, let alone the run.
I
And you
agree
are
with you.
passing the ball religiously.
I agree with
Run
you.
it down their throats.
But you know what happens every time Shanahan has his back against the wall. He goes back to he wants to get Shanahan wants to be cute. He wants to be cute on offense. And then, once teams start figuring out that cuteness and our back up against the wall, and we're 3-5 or we're 4-4 or whatever, this is when Shanahan starts saying, well, you know what, we need to get back to basics. And then we get back to basics and we go on a run. So yeah, I feel like that's what's gonna happen after the bye. After the bye, we're going to go back to basics and we're going to go on a run. Um, Hopefully, when we come out of the bye, we have a new defensive lineman, defensive end, or whatever. Um,
I'm kind of hoping that they go after that kid from New England though, because the Patriots are really pushing trying to get rid of him.
I
I'll
hope
take
that we get Clowney. Honestly,
I'll take Clowney and the kid from New England.
yeah, Clowney.
You know
What's
what I'm talking about, right?
The one thing that John Lynch always says. Well, not what he always says. What he said at the end of last year. He said, "We're looking for finishers. Clowney's a finisher."
But this kid that I'm talking about from New England, Davon Goodshow,
Godchild.
whatever his name
Yeah,
is. Yeah,
Godchild.
he from LSU. I know that. I'll
Okay.
take him. He'll probably be the cheapest of all of them. Him and Calais Campbell, in my opinion, would be cheaper than DJ Jones right now. Would be cheaper than DeForest and would be cheaper than Jeffrey Simmons, because those are the other three people that are on the bubble for the Niners to go after.
We'll see. The trade deadline is Tuesday, right?
Yeah, and the day of the election.
Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But let's get to these starts and sits. Uh, let's get to these starts and sits because it's quite a few games. It's quite a few games that you can find some gems fantasy wise in it. So without further ado,
Starts and sits of the week.
first game, Cowboys versus the Falcons. This is going
Start
so be
CD
a
Lamb.
this is so going to be a wash. This is so going
I
to be a
say
wash.
I say start CD Lamb, bench Dak Prescott, like I did last week myself in one league. I'm not starting Dalvin Cook. That's a wash.
That's definitely a wash.
Jacob Ferguson, I'll say start him because Atlanta might be susceptible to him. And then for Atlanta, Bijan Robinson might have a breakout game.
Yeah, Bijan
Pitt,
Robinson.
definitely Mooney and Mr. London.
Hell, if you got Kyle Pitts, I'd start him in this game too.
Oh, I said Pitts.
Because last week the Cowboys couldn't do nothing with George Kittle. They couldn't do nothing with George Kittle. So, hey,
and
I'm looking at that. I'm looking at that, and I'm like, well, damn, they don't got the linebackers to cover Kittle. They damn sure ain't got the linebackers to cover Pitts. Let's do the same thing.
He's bigger and
faster. So yeah, I'd start Pitts,
and I would definitely start
Cousins.
No,
start
that's
Cousins.
That's a guarantee. But I'm saying Algier and it'd be Cousins, Pitts, London, Mooney, Algier, and Bijan.
So start everybody. Start everybody from the Falcons.
They're gonna eat.
Yeah.
Cowboys wise, only two. I would bench Dak because he's probably gonna be good for a pick or two. So if you doing in-game betting, Dak Prescott interception higher.
Yeah, hasn't Dak Prescott he's had multiple games with multiple picks this year?
Yes.
Probably they played like 8 games so far? They played 8 games,
yes.
And I believe 6 of those 8 games he's had at least 2 picks.
Now, Atlanta is a suspect defense on certain parts, but I think this game with Justin Simmons and what's the dude from Jesse Bates, I could see an interception coming from one of those two guys. So
I hope it's Jesse Bates because I got Jesse Bates in quite a few leagues that
let us
pick defensives. Yeah,
IDP. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
I don't really like IDP because
I don't like that either. I don't like it either. It's useless spots. Useless spots.
It is.
You could either make that more flex spots or bench spots. Like it's useless spots.
Yeah, but no, that this should be Atlanta. I bet the over. I bet Atlanta the spread. And I'm calling a damn Dak Prescott interception this game. I'm calling it.
If he throws one, he's going to throw 2.
and Atlanta. So
let's start Atlanta defense.
No, I'm not going that far. But me and you know how that defense is in that stadium. They're different. Even though Seattle exposed them in their own stadium, I still think Atlanta's a different team when they're home. We know because we were there.
Yeah. I don't want to be reminded of that because that was a bullshit experience for me. But then again, that was during the Jimmy G era, so yeah. I don't want to be.
Still a great stadium to go to.
Oh yeah. I've been to that stadium plenty of times. I live there, so I've been to that stadium for different events. I never went to watch the Falcons, except if the 49ers were playing. But I went there for different events. I went there for when Kanye had the first Donda album, when he had the listening party. I went to there for that.
I would go. If I lived in Atlanta, I would go to more often to Atlanta games because I like the stadium and I don't mind the team. I'd go watch different games against other teams, just like I do now in Washington.
All NFC teams are ops to me.
Yeah.
They're all ops. You're not getting none of my money. You're not getting none of my money unless my team is playing.
I like football, so that's why I don't mind going.
I love football, but NFC teams are ops. They are the ops to me.
Next game, fool.
You're in our way. That's what it is. If you're a good team maybe if Atlanta was bums this year, I probably wouldn't care. But if you're a good team, you're the good team in the NFC, you're in our way. Next game, Denver at Baltimore. A good one. This is gonna be a good one.
Now, this is a game where I say pick a defense. Denver.
You think Denver's defense is gonna stop the Ravens?
They're the better defense of the two. I say they're gonna stop.
I agree with that. I agree with that because the Ravens defense is not the same as it was last year. You know what's missing? Like Jadeveon Clowney.
Yeah.
I never thought I would say this, but Jadeveon Clowney was a major difference in that Ravens defense.
He helped Matabike.
Yeah.
Clowney helped Matabike. Ngakwe is not helping Matabike.
Right. Right. And Ngakwe, he might be
washed.
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted him for us for a while, but now I'm kind of seeing, he might be a little bit on the wash side.
I'm gonna say you have to start Bo Nix if you're in a.
You got to start Bo Nix. You got Bo Nix is slowly trending towards a pick this guy up and start him, especially if you got guys like Mahomes, CJ Stroud, Jordan Love. Starting Bo Nix is not a bad decision at this point.
It's not. Bo Nix. I'll say Javonte.
Yeah, Javonte's starting to come alive.
And I'll push it with Sutton. I'll push it with Sutton. I'm not 100% sure on him, but
I'm not 100% sure on him either. Even though I'm hearing that he could get traded too.
He wants to be traded. I think he wants off that team.
I don't blame him because he's not getting opportunities like he should. I don't blame him. Sutton is still a good wide receiver. Sutton. Could you imagine Sutton with Baker Mayfield right now?
No, I can. Can you imagine Sutton in Pittsburgh? Sutton anywhere right now. The
Chargers. I want Sutton with Baker Mayfield. Sutton and Mike Evans. Sutton and Mike Evans in the red zone. Ooh, watch out.
Sutton with that McConkey in the Chargers.
Nasty. But I don't think that would happen though.
You know that Pittsburgh was going after Christian Kirk before he got hurt.
Yeah, I saw that.
I say for Baltimore, of course, the King. That's a guarantee.
Derrick Henry. You got to start him no matter the matchup.
I'd say Deontay Johnson over all the other receivers.
I would probably say Zay Flowers this week.
Zay Flowers.
I would say Zay Flowers. I would say Zay Flowers over Deontay because I need Deontay. Deontay needs to be in that system about a week or two to really to really do something. I don't think he knows that offense yet.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I still believe Johnson's the better receiver on that team by far.
Oh, by far, yes.
I say Andrews.
The only problem is Deontay Johnson's hands. That's his problem. Yeah. He can get open, but he has a problem with dropping the ball. I'm kind of happy
he did. I'm kind of happy he went there because now you have an entire team of receivers that have the drop seasons.
Yes.
Say start Andrews. I'm going to be skeptical about this one when I say it, but it's not for a lack of respect towards him. Be careful about starting Lamar Jackson this week. You should start him, but be careful because he's been injured all week. He's been he has knee injury or something all week, lingering knee injury.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Defense, so be very careful because it could be anything, the slightest thing, and he's out the game, and you're gonna be mad halfway through the game because you just lost arguably the MVP of this year, arguably between him and Josh Allen right now. But that I haven't seen any reports that he's not gonna play, but he's been lingering with that knee injury all week until yesterday. So,
like Rick said last week, check 90 minutes before each game to see who's in and who's out, so that you know how to move your roster accordingly. Next game, Miami versus Buffalo. In this game, even though the last time Buffalo completely throttled Miami, if you have Tua, you got to start Tua. If you have
agreed. I'll be right
Tyreek
back.
Hill, okay. If you have Tyreek Hill, you absolutely have to play Tyreek Hill. If you have Achan, Achan went off the last time they played, so you actually absolutely have to start Achan. Waddle, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a Waddle week or whatever. Waddle has been difficult to gauge this year. He hasn't had the breakout games like his other players have, like his other teammates have. So it's going to be kind of difficult to say, hey, start Waddle this week. But I would start the Buffalo defense because, like I said, they throttled them the last time. Josh Allen is starting to look good again. So yeah, you definitely start. I mean, you never not start Josh Allen, but this week you're definitely going to start Josh Allen. I want my man Cooper to do something, but I don't know. I don't know if Cooper is 100% up to speed with this offense, but this would be his third game with the team. So most likely he will probably draw Jalen Ramsey. So we'll see how Cooper does this week. If Cooper goes off this week, then Cooper's probably going to be start going forward. I'm benching Cooper though. I'm benching him. I'm benching Cooper until he gives me a reason to put him back in the game. Let's see. Keon Coleman has started to come alive. So yeah, I think Keon Coleman is definitely somebody you're gonna want to play this week, because if Cooper is drawing Jalen Ramsey, that means that Keon Coleman is playing the other. He's playing the other side, and the other side doesn't have Jalen Ramsey on it. So yeah, I'm looking at Cooper. I mean, Keon Coleman. I'm looking at um, Shafir. Shafir has been killing. He's been killing. Shafir is definitely somebody you would want to play every week because he's getting the targets and he's doing a lot with the target. He's getting everything underneath and he's doing a lot with it. He's like Prom Debo at this point, the way he's playing. And of course, you got to start the running back. Of course.
Are you talking about Shakir?
Yes, Shakir's been killing. He's been killing ever since they got Cooper. Ever since they got Amari Cooper, been killing.
I think I'm gonna try to make some trades for Shakir if people don't have him. If people have him, if they don't, I'm gonna pick him up off the waiver wire.
Because I'm guarantee you, a lot of people that have him don't understand what they got. They don't understand what they got.
As a matter of fact, I might trade Jameson in every league I have him in, Williams, for Shakir.
Mm-hmm. It's not a bad trade. I think people would go. I think an idiot would fall for the name of Jameson, and they'll say, "Oh, he's going to come back and he's going to be great. I'm a player." Yes, definitely. I would, if you could get that off. I say do it. If you get that off, do it. And then of course, you want to start the running back. You want to start, James Cook. You want to start James Cook. You're gonna do that.
You want to laugh for Cook?
What's that?
Tony tried to send me a trade.
I'm already laughing because it's Tony sending you a trade. I guarantee you, it's two bums. It's two bums for one of your good players. 3 bums for one of your good players.
He sent me Tua, J.K. Dobbins, and Jordan Addison. Guess who he wants off my team?
Who?
Yes.
Cook?
The best player, no, the best player on my team. I kept him as a keeper.
Who's your best player on your team? I haven't looked at your team in a while.
I'm on Ross and Brown.
Why is everybody trying to trade? Trying to a guy in my big money league tried to send me Zeke. He tried to send me Zeke and ETN for Amon-Ra St. Brown. I'm like, if you don't get the hell out my goddamn face and stop wasting my damn time with these stupid ass trades. All right, so we're gonna go to the next game on the docket, which is
Let's get ready for Bumble.
the
What the
Saints
blue hell
versus
was that?
the Saints versus the Panthers.
Take the Saints, cover the spread, the money line, the over. I think the Saints are gonna smidak, as they say. Was it Smidak? The Carolina Panthers.
That.
That's not even gonna be a game. That's gonna be a blowout.
Just like the first one was. I think the Saints finally get a win. They haven't. I don't think the Saints hasn't had. Well, they haven't had a win in like the last 5 or 6 games or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the Saints finally get a win this week. They finally get a win because they're playing a team that is just as bad as they are, or even worse. Is there anybody worth starting off of the Panthers? Maybe Leggett.
Coker.
Is it maybe Coker?
Jalen a lot of people are picking up Jalen Coker right now.
Yeah, Hubbard. Hubbard is probably a good play.
Hubbard's a guarantee. Hubbard's a guarantee.
Yeah.
I heard some
teams.
A stamp.
I heard some teams are calling about Hubbard.
No, I heard about 7 to 9 teams are calling for Bryce. People are looking to trade for Bryce Young.
Yeah, so he can be a backup. Nobody's trading for Bryce to be a starter. You're trading for him to be a backup.
What you think? Eckler, Jerome Ford, and Xavier Worthy for Javonte Williams and Khalil Shakir.
I am so not doing trades right now. I am so not helping you with a trade right now. This is not. I'm not doing this. Not right now.
Oh, I am. I'm going to put the trade out there.
Saints. Kamara.
That's a guarantee.
If Olave's playing, I play Olave.
He's playing. He's playing.
He said he may wear the Guardian cap, so
who
he needs to. Olave. He needs to. Yeah. He needs to.
That's smart.
Is David Carr playing?
If he's not, he's supposed to play. He's scheduled to play, but if he doesn't, I still think Rattler could beat them.
Yeah. I hear that the Vulture's coming back this week. So I guess you play him too. But definitely play the Saints defense. Definitely play the Saints defense. Next game on the docket.
Let's get ready for Bumble 2.
Raiders versus the Bengals.
Bengals. Even without your boy T. Higgins. Bengals.
This is going to be a terrible. This is going to be another terrible game.
Listen, for the Raiders is easy. It's Bowers and Myers, Jacoby Myers,
and that's it. That's it.
For the Bengals, everybody. You can start Andre this week. Andre Iosivas.
You know what? If T. Higgins doesn't play, Gesicki's probably a good play.
Gesicki, Andre Iosivas, of course, Jamar Chase, Jordan, Joe Burrow, and Chase Brown. And a little bit of Zach Moss, depending on with all the injuries what people have.
Yeah. I hope Joe Burrow goes off this week because he needs to, because he was ass versus Philly last week. So I need him to go off this week. Next game on the docket: Chargers versus Cleveland. Ooh, that's gonna be a good one. That's gonna be a good one.
I'm going Chargers.
Start Jameis. Start Jameis.
Cedric
Jameis.
Tillman in some leagues.
Tillman.
And Chubb.
I might save this one for later. I want to say Brown, but I might save that for later.
And in
For the Chargers, definitely Njoku. For the Chargers, you're gonna start Lat McConkey, maybe J.K. Dobbins, maybe.
And
Depending. I think that's it. That's it. There's no other skill position players on that team that I want to play.
What gets me mad? That team is so putrid on offense. Why are they not starting both Vidal and him at the same time? I don't understand it.
I don't understand it. I don't know what Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman are doing on that offense. First and foremost, I don't know what the hell Greg Roman's doing back in the NFL. Them Harbaughs, they love them some Roman, bruh. They love them some Roman.
No comment.
Like, Herbert ain't even Roman's type of quarterback. So, I mean, not Harbaugh. Herbert. Herbert isn't even Roman's type of quarterback. Because we all know Greg Roman got it tight. He got it tight.
That he does.
Next game.
He don't do anything with him, but he got it tight.
Next game, the Washington Commodores versus the Giants.
Neighbors, Tracy if he plays.
Definitely
Tracy if he plays.
He cleared concussion protocol.
Okay, so the Neighbors, Tracy, and Wandale Robinson. That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Slayton in deep leagues. Slayton in deep leagues with injuries. Only Slayton in deep leagues with injuries.
That's a wide receiver I wouldn't mind us trading for.
Yeah, he's available.
That's one I wouldn't mind us because Slayton is actually good. If you get him with a good quarterback, Slayton can actually be good.
And for him,
of course, you start Daniels. You start as long as Daniels is playing. Start Scary Terry. Start Scary Terry as long as Daniels is playing. Robinson, Eckler. If you have pieces of that offense that have done well for you in the past, start them. Start them. Oh God, I should have saved this one for this because this is the real bum bowl. Jesus. Matter of fact, let me bring this back.
Let's get ready for Bum Bowl.
New England versus Tennessee. That's the real bum bowl of the week. I was tripping. That is the real bum bowl right there.
Honestly, I took New England to cover the spread and win, but that Tennessee defense.
I had no choice but to start Calvin Ridley this week in one of my leagues. I had no choice but to start Calvin Ridley.
I was so desperate. I had to.
Right. Like Calvin Ridley is a desperate play at this point.
Dude, so I'm playing Elijah Moore in one league and another receiver. Yo, I'm all my star receivers are hurt. DK, Stephon, all of them. So I'm like, it's just McConkey by himself, and I'm like,
a lot of people's top wide receiver picks have gone down this year. A lot of people's top wide receiver picks have gone down.
I don't know what to do right now.
So, New England, who are we starting? Anybody for New England? Maybe Drake May. He's supposed to play. Maybe him. I don't know at this point. Hunter Henry. If Drake May plays, Hunter Henry. That's who you start. That's who you start. Yeah. If he can make it through the damn game, Demario Douglas, because those are the only two for sure that I know are going to get the ball. Jesus, this 3 bad games this week. But I'm gonna watch it all because this is a stress-free weekend for me because the 49ers are on a bye. Stress-free weekend.
I'll be stressed out next week in Tampa.
All right, so next we are on the 4:00 games. We getting through this. Bears versus the Cardinals. I need the Bears to do work. Bears, I need y'all to do work. I need y'all to get over that loss from last week and get on the field and whip some Cardinal ass. But
my only guarantee for this game on the Bears side is Swift.
Yeah, Swift is going to eat.
Allen, and DJ Moore.
You know, it's crazy because I started to look at the Bears roster and the Houston Texans roster, and I'm like, oh my God, these are going to be some monster offenses. And they haven't been. They haven't lived up to the hype.
No.
They haven't lived up to the hype. You know, so there goes that theory about well, if you got all the weapons in the world, you know, you should be looking good. That goes that theory. Throw that out the window.
Caleb is hot garbage. But in some leagues, you're gonna have to start Caleb, DJ Moore, and Keenan Allen with all the buys and Hurts, and with the bye this week and the injuries. Swift is the only guarantee. Komet possibly. On the other side, Kyler Murray is playing like boo-boo, depending on who he plays.
Yeah, are we not surprised? I feel like that Bears defense is going to give Kyler Murray some fits this week. So
the only guarantee on that side to me is the tight end, Trey McBride and James Conner. If the offensive line is actually blocking,
yeah, those are
you're not benching Harrison Jr.
You're not benching him, but you're like right. He has not done what we thought he was going to do this year,
and that's because of his quarterback.
Yeah,
and that's really good.
That definitely may be indicative of Kyler Murray's play.
And if again, we always say this every week. And if you're desperate and then you're in deep leagues, Dortch and Michael Wilson for the Cardinals.
Yep. Next game on the docket: Jacksonville versus Philly. I don't think I'm starting anybody from Jacksonville.
Yes, you are.
Who am I starting from Jacksonville?
Brian Thomas.
Maybe.
That's it. That's all you're starting. Brian Thomas. Because ETN, you don't know if he's going to be 100%. But if you have to start ETN, you start him. If not, Brian Thomas every week. Mm-hmm. He's like at this point, he's like Brock Bowers. He's a guaranteed start.
Yeah. Philly, you're starting all the field position players.
Everybody.
You start Hurts
even that mooch hurts.
Yeah, because you know if they get on the 1 yard line, it's gonna be tush push city. You're gonna start AJ Brown because you know it's gonna be a bomb or two to AJ Brown every week.
He'll go like what, 4 for 105 yards, and then half of that the yardage is one catch for like 70.
Right. And you'll start Devontae Smith. He came alive last week. Of course, you start Saquon. You gotta start Saquon.
And of course, everybody's tight end on that team. Everybody's favorite tight end on that team hurt again. Oh, God, you start
Saquon with the hopes that Saquon can break a long one for a touchdown, because you know if he gets stopped anywhere near the goal line, he's getting vultured. At this point, Jalen Hurts is a more accomplished Taysom Hill.
Thank you.
But the Eagles are going to destroy the Jacksonville Jaguars. At least they better. They better destroy the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That game could be a wash.
Yeah, it should be. Next game on the docket: Green Bay versus Detroit.
Another game that's going to be a wash.
You think so? Is Jordan Love playing this game?
He's playing hurt.
Yeah, he's playing hurt. He's been playing hurt all season. He needs to sit down.
He's playing hurt, and I think Jacobs or somebody else is playing hurt. Start Jacobs. You start
Yeah, you
Jordan
got
Love if you have to. And the only
start.
Jaden Reed. That's it.
Now,
I say
Dubs.
I'm gonna always say Dobbs. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know how I am about Dobbs. I
Yeah.
am probably the biggest Dobbs fan you'll find in the planet right now. But I'm only gonna be happy with Dobbs if Malik Willis is in right now, not Jordan Love.
Even though Jordan Love, since Dobbs has been back, Jordan Love has been looking more for Dobbs than anything.
Because he's the safety blanket.
Yeah.
And
Like
then of course you
since
start
since Dobbs since Dobbs had made that big stink about wanting to get the ball, he's been getting the ball more than Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed's the big play guy. Dobbs is the down every down third down back receiver, and then of course you got Kraft.
And
Kraft is
look
the
at
other
that. The time just went back to 1:00.
My phone hasn't changed it yet, but it will.
Detroit, you start everybody. Sam Laporta's probably going to have another big game with J-Mo out. So start everybody. If you got a Detroit Lion on your team, yes, start them. You got Amon-Ra St. Brown.
It's like a pack of cigarettes. Smoke them if you got them.
Yep. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jared Goff, Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs. Start them all. Start them all. Start them all. Detroit. Yep. Detroit is looking like a juggernaut right now.
Monster.
Next game, Rams versus Seahawks. Can this game end in a tie?
I hope.
Can this game end in a tie?
You start both quarterbacks this week.
Yeah.
Both running backs.
Mm-hmm.
You start JSN.
Mm-hmm. No, I don't know about starting JSN.
There's no Metcalf.
There's no Metcalf, but JSN really didn't do much last week.
But you gonna trust Lockett?
I don't trust either one of those guys. Honestly, I don't.
If I had to choose, I'm taking JSN over Lockett. If I had
I don't trust either one of those guys.
I don't disagree with you.
Honestly, I don't know if I trust I don't even know if I trust Geno Smith without DK Metcalf.
And then you got Puka and
if Puka says he's gonna try to play.
No,
I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that hearing I'm going to try to play. I don't like that. Those were his words. If Puka plays and gets through the whole game, I'm cool because Matthew Stafford is going to cook. He cooks when he has those two on the field. He cooks.
I think the Rams spanked the Seahawks. I'll take that right now because at the end of the day, the Rams will be below us. Even with them beating us, they're still below us.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I'm looking forward to these games, honestly. I'm looking forward to watching Red Zone all day long.
I'm looking forward to the night game. That's what I'm looking for.
Night game. Indy versus Minnesota. Who do we like in that game? What do we
Flacco, JT.
So Rick hit me up earlier today, and Rick was asking me how do I feel about this game? Because he was asking me who was a better start this week, Flacco or
Darnold?
Flacco or no, Flacco or Winston. I said that I'm believing in Minnesota's defense for one more week. I'm believing in Minnesota's defense. If they get cooked this week, I'm not believing in him no more for the rest of the season. If they get cooked.
Flacco for two reasons.
What's that?
One, he'll give the Colts a better opportunity to stay score for score with Minnesota. Two, because Anthony Richardson started, this game would be an absolute wash. But with Derisau out, and if Cam Robinson is officially on the team, he still hasn't learned their offense 100% yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he could still be a liability at left tackle. So that's the problem for the offense. Minnesota's still going to get their points. You still start Darnold, JJ, Aaron Jones, and Hawkinson. I don't say start him, but I did anyway, just for shits and giggles, just to see what happens. But yeah. And I don't know if you do any other receivers in Indianapolis. Do you Downs? Don't know.
I like Flacco's assortment of weapons. He has a really nice assortment of weapons. He has Downs, he has Pittman, he has your boy Pierce, um,
Love that.
he has JT. So he has the weapons to go.
This
He has
game
the
could be
weapons.
closer than
Yeah, he has the weapons to go bar for bar with the Minnesota Vikings. He has the weapons. It's
this
just
game could be
about
closer than we think.
yeah, yeah. The game could be closer than we think. It could be an upset. It could be. Who knows? I'm not.
I really
I'm
don't
not
want to talk
call,
about it.
I'm not calling it. I'm not calling it. That's Boulevard's thing. If he was
But
here,
that could be a who does Minnesota play after this?
I
That's
don't
the good
know, but I
question.
wouldn't. I wouldn't think it was a trap game though.
Hold on, I'll tell you right now who Minnesota play after this. But it has the possibility to be one. Why am I on the Chiefs? I don't care about the Chiefs. That's the next thing we got to talk about anyway. The Chiefs.
Right.
Okay, week 10, right? It's next week. Minnesota has the Jaguars. So no, this ain't a trap game for them.
Yeah, so they're definitely not overlooking. They're not overlooking the Colts.
Oh. Yo, next Sunday night is not going to be a good game.
What's next Sunday night?
Lions Texans in Houston.
It was supposed to be a good game, but you know what? Nico might be back for that.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
We say it don't matter.
That's gonna
All right,
that's gonna be
last game.
that's gonna be Usain Bolt versus Give me somebody slow.
You,
No, I wasn't slow when I ran track. Me now,
but you damn sure ain't no Usain Bolt.
no.
Yeah, so yeah,
I wasn't slow either. But that's like a somebody who run
Usain Bolt versus Tom Brady.
No, that's like Usain Bolt versus somebody running a 5,000-mile run, like a jogger.
So this is going to be a track meet. This is
It's
going to be a track.
meet.
Okay.
The Lions are just gonna run all day on them and pass all. It's gonna be
Lions going to boat race them.
boat racing quick.
Yeah.
So
Monday night game.
Can I skip
Chiefs versus
Buccaneers?
Buccaneers.
If
This
Vita Vea is playing for the Buccaneers,
this is my upset special of the week.
I think the Buccaneers lose, but they keep it close because of that defense. I think Vita Vea in that defensive line gives Mahomes fits.
I think the Buccaneers win this game.
Ooh.
I think the Buccaneers win this game.
I have Denver beating the Chiefs for the Chiefs' first loss.
I got the Buccaneers beating the Chiefs for their first loss. I think Baker Mayfield shows the world who he is on Monday night. For better or worse. For better or worse. Start Baker Mayfield.
He's gonna have his Tommy DeVito game.
Yes. Start Baker Mayfield. Start Kate Otten.
Bucky
Irvin. Start Rashad White. Because Rashad White's because he's gonna eat. He's gonna eat with catches in this game. He's gonna have to. On the Chiefs side,
Kelsey.
Bench Mahomes. Bench Mahomes.
Mahomes. Start Kelsey. Juju no. Xavier Worthy.
maybe this is the week we start to see something out of Hop with them.
Probably.
Maybe. So
I'm not touching Hunt. I wouldn't touch Hunt this week.
I would. I would.
Not against
I
that
would.
line. Not against that line.
I would. If you got no other choice, if Hunt is one of your running backs that you have to play, especially in deeper leagues.
Receiving, yes, but not running.
If they get on the goal line, Hunt's running it in.
Oh yeah, but not outside of that. No, he's not.
He's not going to have like 150-yard game. Not that at all.
Probably won't even break 60.
I could definitely see Hunt having 60 all-purpose yards and a TD.
He won't break 60.
And that's good for like 12 points, depending on how he got the 60 yards. If he got like 3 catches with that 60, then yeah, that's about 15 points, and that's good. That's good if you're playing in a deeper league. That's good. 15 points. 15 points for a player in a deeper league is good. And that was your starts and sits of the week. Now we're gonna go into the Q&A. I got a couple questions. All right.
A for me.
So we got a couple trade questions.
Okay.
Well, one trade question. Devontae Smith for Deontay and Jordan Mason.
Ooh. If CMC wasn't coming back, I'd say yes.
Yeah. Because we don't know how they're going to divvy up those carries when CMC comes back. So you're going on a whim. You're going on a whim right there.
Before CMC, I would have took that trade immediately.
Smashed it. Smashed that trade.
I would have smashed. I'm giving you Devontae Smith, and you giving me Jordan Mason. I'll take it. Thank you. Now right, I'm like,
right. Yeah. I'm in total agreement with you. Pick 2: Devontae Smith, Chase Brown, or Tracy. Swift automatically is 1. Automatically.
Wait. So this is a start and sit question?
No. Yeah. Pick 2. Pick 2 players to start.
Pick 2 players to start.
Swift, Chase Brown, or Tracy.
Man.
I'm going to say
I like Chase Brown though.
I'm going to say Tracy and Swift.
I'm going to agree with you only because of Zach Moss's interference in Cincinnati, but Chase Brown.
Yeah.
Who are his starting running backs?
I don't know. He just said pick 2.
See, you got to give more context next time. Who's the person asking the question?
Somebody named Rory.
Rory, you have to give us more context. We need to know who your starting receivers are. Is it one of your receivers your flex? You got to give us more context here. Because I would say start all 3 of them and bump your receiver, depending on who the receiver is.
You're trying to get this man something that he ain't asking for. He just wants to know what 2 running backs he needs.
No, I'm just being honest. You have to give more context.
Oh. Josh Downs or Chris Olave?
Olave. Because he's playing Carolina.
And he may be the only real receiver out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Njoku or Ingram?
Who's Jacksonville playing? Philly?
Yeah. We didn't even talk about playing Njoku. Njoku definitely might.
No, I did. I say start him.
Okay.
You agreed. He's going to eat this week because of Jameis. I'm going to go with Njoku because of Jameis.
Okay.
Even though Philly's susceptible to tight ends because their linebacking core is hot garbage.
Yeah.
Even when the Kobe Dean back, I still think Philly's secondary and linebackers are just trash.
Okay. That was your Q&A for the week.
Bro,
Now
listen, PSA. I know I might have gave you more than you wanted, Rory, but context does help us when it comes to starting sick questions. It really does.
all right, we're gonna go on to one of our most popular segments here. Call your shot.
Call your shot.
And I'm gonna let you go first, Mr. GI. What are you calling your shot on?
We said the Giants play the Redskins this week.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my shot with two players. I think Chase
No,
Brown.
one.
Come on.
One.
You're killing me here. You're killing me here.
One. Take your best shot. One. Okay, so your computer's your Wi-Fi is acting up. There we go. Now we're back.
My apologies. Um, Bump it. Bijan Robinson.
No.
That's yours.
No. Yeah, that's not mine's. It's somebody else's. No.
Oh, you're talking about blank the God. All right.
Yeah.
I'll be nice. I'll go Jaden Daniels this week. 300 yards on the Giants, 1 on the ground, 2 over the air, so 3 total touchdowns.
I'm calling my shot on Michael. All of a sudden, my back is healed. Pittman. Now that he has a proper quarterback, he's healed. He's healed. By grace of God, he's healed. Michael Pittman's going to have about 7 catches, 85 plus yards, and a TD this week.
Can I say this though?
Even
though it's low hanging fruit, this game, the Saints Panthers. If Kamara doesn't have 3 total touchdowns in this game, it's outrageous.
Yeah,
he should go for 3 to 4 touchdowns and about 200 all-purpose yards.
Kamara should have another 50-point game this week.
Exactly.
So if I would hate to look down the list of people I'm playing and seeing I'm playing Kamara this week. This should be another Kamara staple game. But we got one more person that's calling their shot, and you guys know who it is. Without further ado, let's bring my boy in.
Yeah, word on my mom's spice rack. It's your boy Young Krice of Jesus, aka Brolic Biceps, the bread maker, aka Brock Freshener, aka Ravishing Rick Rude that be having your chicks nudes. And I'm about to call my shot. You heard? My son, Bijan Robinson, is about to cook. And he has a perfect matchup this week. Word to mother, son. Cowboys run defense is ass. Bijan is going to have 100+ all-purpose yards and 2 TDs as the Falcons treat the Cowboys like group sex. They're going to pass them puppies around and beat them up. But don't mind me. I just be talking shit.
All right. That was worth not picking me. That was really worth it.
It must be nice. It must be nice to sit around.
Yeah.
It must be nice to sit around all week, Young Krice, and just have your moment in the sunlight and just have to do one thing per week. Unlike us, we have to work. We have to put in our work all week. But you do your thing. You do your thing. We love you around here.
Can I guess Garfield's kick of the week?
No.
I have a feeling. I think I know who it is. That's why.
Who's this going to be?
I was correct last week, wasn't I?
No, you wasn't here last week.
No. But when I asked you on the Wednesday show, I asked you. I had a feeling I knew who it was, and you said when you told me it was Boswell, like that. That made sense.
Okay,
but go ahead.
So who's this pick?
I think he's going to go NFC this week.
We'll see.
I'm going to go Young Wei Koo.
We'll see. Garfield, who you got for us?
And now, Garfield's Kicker of the Week.
I did some more research this week, and I like the kicker from the Buffalo Wings. Tyler Bass?
That's Bass.
Bass? Like fish? I think I know what I want for dinner.
And that was Garfield's Kicker of the Week.
I mean, it was Tyler Bass. Oh,
You heard him. You heard him. Go pick up Tyler Bass.
Tyler
pick
Bass. Bass. I think I know what I want for dinner this week.
Yeah, I gotta get my my young boy some bass fish. He wants bass fish.
Get him some sushi this weekend.
You know what? I don't think he's ever come around me when I've had sushi. Like I don't think that he would probably like the inside of the sushi rather than the whole sushi itself. I don't know. I'll try it one day.
I'm mad at myself. I just wasted a good piece of sushi the other day. When I was in Cali, we went to the Hawaiian spot called L&L, and I ordered me some spam musubi. And I just wasted my whole spam musubi in the fridge. So mad. The next time I go to L&L, I'm gonna devour 2 or 3 spam musubi, just because I love spam and I love Hawaiian food. Bro, so, if you ever eat some Hawaiian, eat a loco moco.
I'm gonna have to remember that because I've never eaten Hawaiian before.
As a matter of fact, remember that. My wife told me there's a spot in Northern Virginia. Whenever you're down in this area, we'll go hit that Hawaiian spot up.
Definitely, and I'll let you know when I'm in the Virginia area. Certain areas of Virginia, I might try to avoid due to ex-girlfriends, but
you ain't got no girlfriend. You ain't got no ex-girlfriends in this area that I'm talking about.
I hope I don't.
It's Annandale, Virginia, which is like Arlington.
Okay. Yeah.
That's that rich section.
Yeah. So we're gonna get to these sleepers.
Your girlfriend probably in Woodbridge and shit.
She's from West Virginia, and I think she went back there. She moved up here, then she went back to West Virginia. So
we good. I live in Virginia, not West Virginia.
Oh, okay. Good. So I stay all the way away from West Virginia.
I stay away from that.
Sleeper plays of the week.
All right, so it's week 9. If you were having trouble getting players back in week 5, week 6, when we were telling you certain players to pick up, those players are probably no longer available in your league. But you can pick up Jalen Coker. He's 9% owned in Yahoo leagues. So if you're in a league where a bunch of your league mates ain't on it, run out and grab them. I've been seeing a lot of people picking up. Well, not a lot of people, but I've seen quite a few people picking up Julius Chestnut this week due to the injuries with the running backs in Tennessee. It looks like both of them are injured this week or have some injury concerns. So he's 5% owned in Yahoo. So that wouldn't be a bad pickup.
I say go pick up if you're desperate at wide receiver like I am. I told you earlier, I picked up Elijah Moore for this week. Mm-hmm. And what the heck's his name? Westbrook Akina, whatever his name is. He's a touchdown machine for Tennessee. So I picked him up too. And then of course there's Burton for Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
If you still haven't had him, Andre Iosovas, and Cedric Tillman for the Browns.
Yeah, Cedric is gone. Cedric is gone. We told people 2 weeks ago to pick up Cedric, and he's gone. But your boy Alec Pierce is only 16% owned in Yahoo leagues. people definitely need to be picking up Pierce. With Flacco at QB, Pierce could be effective.
Very.
I've been telling people to pick up DJ Chark. DJ Chark is coming back this week. He really has no competition outside of Ladd McConkey for targets. So, and he's a downfield threat. DJ Chark is a 4-3 guy, downfield threat. I would definitely want to get this guy on my roster, get ahead of the curve before he has a blow-up game. Might not be this week, but it could be next week. I would definitely, if you have space, like if you ain't got rosters constructed like, you know, the guard right here, you definitely will want to pick up DJ Chark, hold him on your bench, and see what he can do. If he goes off, because we've seen DJ Chark actually play good at wide receiver. We've seen this before. This wouldn't be nothing new, and this would be DJ Chark's best quarterback that he's ever played with. So I would get him on my team and see what he can do. If he starts going off, hey, you got you a guy. I'm guessing the Chargers want to see what they have with DJ Chark before they decide if they want to go trade for a wide receiver or whatever. But yeah, that's a guy I would definitely be interested in. If you are having issues at tight end, you can pick up Will Dissly. He's been getting a lot of targets over the last couple of weeks.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, and Will Dissly is only 2% owned in Yahoo leagues. So those are quite a few sleepers that we have given you guys this week. If you need help, if you're desperate, definitely go look into these sleepers that we have. This show will definitely be up hours before kickoff, so you will definitely have an opportunity to make changes to your lineup and do what you got to do to win games this Sunday. We're trying to win you guys some leagues. So if anything that we've said helped you guys win leagues, please let us know. We like to know that we're helping over here. And with that being said, G.I., you got anything to say before we bounce?
No. Enjoy, all Niner fans, enjoy this free bye week we have. Watch football. Enjoy the games. Don't stress.
And pray that we make a trade or two before the trade deadline, because we need it. We need help. We need help on all three phases of the game: offense, defense, special teams.
I'll be at the game next week, so if anybody, I'll send some pictures for our next show. So you can see our ass whooping of hopefully we give to Tampa. I'm not saying we're gonna blow them out. I'm just saying hopefully. It could end up being a very good game, which is kind of what I want. I don't want to go to Tampa for anything crazy.
I want all ass whoopings from this time on out. I don't want to be stressing in the fourth quarter anymore. I want us to put teams away within the first 3.5 quarters of the game. I don't want no more stress. No more stress.
Agreed.
I mean, granted, we got a tough schedule. We got a tough schedule the second half of the year, but it's time for us to do what we normally do and go on that run. It's time. We need to go on that run. So I'm not saying anything else other than that. GI isn't saying anything else other than that. Without further ado, it's the Fantasy Football Avengers. We are out. See you guys in a couple of days.
Thank you for watching the Fantasy Football Avengers podcast. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Links in the description.